Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Amy Elias from The Whippet Show, where wisdom, health, integrity, and passion merge. And today with us, we have Dr. Henry Malone from Manhasset, New York, with his relationship idea that relationships are the way to happiness. And you can see him at relationship-way.com. Hi.
Hi.
How are you today?
Very good.
Okay. Well, I was really taken by your wonderful Irish accent. That's the first thing I have to advertise because it's very warm and engaging. And I think everybody would love to hear a little bit of what you have to say. Because the first thing is that relationships are very challenging. And I know that I'm in one for 35 and a half years, almost 36, and they've gone up and down. And the big tidbit that I think that I would love for us to share is, what is the singular universal nugget that you could share with us that makes for a successful relationship?
Well, first of all, Amy, I'd like to agree with you when you talk about the challenge that's involved in a healthy relationship. In my opinion, it's probably the most difficult challenge that anyone will face in life, because it's an activity you have to work at every day for as long as the relationship is healthy. You have to work at it every day. And I suppose it's very hard to summarize relationships into one nugget, but I do have 5 principles that I talk about that are very important for a successful relationship, and I think
Which would be the first one you'd like
well, the
to share?
first one is that the husband and wife relationship, the couple relationship, has to be number one in their lives. It always has to be nourished, and that's probably I suppose that would be the priority if I was to focus on a nugget. It would be nurturing the relationship every day.
Okay.
And the ways to nurture it is very important. That just like we have to have food, and we have to have, in order to have a healthy body, and we need exercise and so forth to be healthy, in a relationship we really have to take care of it as well. We really have to nurture it every day. And the great ways to do it is by touching, because our whole our skin is the largest organ we have in our bodies.
I love that. That is the best.
It needs to be used. It's because the skin can be like an instrument, and if it's played, if it's contact, if it's touched, it can play beautiful music.
Oh, I love that. That is beautiful.
Isn't it? And I think we sort of tend to forget or neglect or not focus on that aspect in the relationship, that are connecting. Connecting is very important, because I think John Bowlby many years ago, as a psychiatrist in England, talked about when he was working with the orphans in England, especially those we talk like they live by their wits on the roads, on the streets of London. Mm-hmm. When you think of Oliver, yes. And he said what happened to those children was they never had an attachment, a healthy attachment. And that, I think, is probably where relationships need to be really worked at, is the connecting, the attaching, and keeping that attachment going every day.
So you're saying then that if the husband and wife have a connection, and they have children, and they're touching their own children, connecting to their skin, and that touch, like the maternal-infant bond, and the husband and wife and the child is seeing mother and father touching each other, then they too can go seek a healthy relationship?
Oh, absolutely. I think that is the foundation on which people will have healthy relationships, if they're able to form attachments and connections. And obviously, even when we go back, if we go back to the whole spiritual aspect, the concept of God. Now, God is invisible. We don't meet God every day, but God is made visible through our bodies. How do we say "I love you"? We have to say it. We have to put our arms around someone. We have to hug them. We have to kiss them in order for it to be real. So that's how the whole experience of godness, the whole spiritual aspect, is through our bodies, and the bodies are very important for a healthy relationship.
Ah, it's the portal to the immortal. That's what I would say.
Yes.
All right. It was so great. Thank you so much. I think it's so important to have someone speak up on this particular topic because so many look at it from the outside in, but it sounds like you're doing it from the inside out. It's like touch, connect, and feel it, and then express it.
Well, I agree. I think there's one thing that we have is being neglected in our society is teaching and education in how to have a healthy relationship and how to nurture a relationship. It's sort of supposed to be automatic, but it's not.
Yeah.
You really have to work at it and educate yourself and prepare for it every day.
Thank you so much, Dr. Malone. I appreciate
You're
it.
very welcome, Amy, and it's a joy talking to you.
Good. All right. Remember, everybody, www.relationship-way.com. Thank you so much.
Right.